Content coach.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of All Access Culture with your boy Tazzy on. That's right. That's right. We back. We back with another for sure. And we got a lot of shit to talk about, right? But first we're gonna start off, this last couple days, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to trying to get back in the gym on the court, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. And I was out there playing with them fucking YNs, you know what I'm saying? And them little niggas ran me ragged, yo. Them little niggas ran me ragged. I ain't even gonna lie. Like it took a lot for me to get back in shape, yo. Straight up, took a lot for me to get back in shape. We right here getting fucked up, you know what I'm saying? We off the Casa big goals, you know what I'm saying? Taking shots, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. And get fucked up, you know what I'm saying? You know how I do. I relax, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was out there with the young boys, man. And we was going at it, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing they say when they see me come out there, they like, OG, what up, OG? That right. They calling me OG now, you know what I'm saying? But I had to show them young boys that OG still got a little step on them, you know what I'm saying? Got a little something on them. I mean, I still can do something, you know what I'm saying? You know, we won. We won after we lost three in a row, but we ain't gonna talk about that, you know what I'm saying? I felt like Ice Cube back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Fucked around and got a triple double. You know what I'm saying? That's in my head. That's how I felt straight up. You know what I mean? So shout out to me. You know what I'm saying for getting out there running with them young boys. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But first off, man, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about the round one. You know what I mean? Round one of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I guess we can start off talking about Houston and the Lakers, right? So Houston, as you know, I've been talking about them all year. I've been talking about Reed Shepard. I've been talking about KD. I've been talking about Smith Jr. And I've been talking about Thompson. You know what I'm saying? It's twin. And they had a little core team going on. You know what I mean? A nice little team set up going on. You know, Adams been hurt, Van Vliet been hurt. And that's two major parts that they definitely needed in this season, right? They definitely needed them to do something to pull something off, right? And but you look on the other side, and we're talking about the Lakers. They got LeBron, you know what I'm saying? They got Luca, and they got Reeves. But Reeves and Luca's been hurt. As soon as they entered the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Reeves and Luca got hurt. So I'm thinking, okay, this is an easy win for Houston, right? Easy win. But that goes to show that, NBA players put in a lot, you know what I'm saying? And we only get to see the guys that's on the court that's better than the guys that's on the bench, obviously, right? But when the guys on the bench get a chance, they step up. Sometimes they step up, and that's exactly what the Lakers bench did, you know what I'm saying? And they got Marcus Smart out there, you know what I'm saying? When Reeves was playing, he was coming off the bench, but he had a lot more playing time now. And he's definitely showed what he can do, you know what I'm saying? Had some big games, you know what I mean? Hustling, rebounding, not rebounding, but assisting, you know what I'm saying? And scoring. He didn't score that ball, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Andre 8 down, and he didn't look good. Like he didn't showed up. But what about Hachimura? He been out there laying down them threes, bro. Like that kid right there, you know what I mean? He used to play for the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? Now he on the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? And he was just something like a role player, but with everybody been he been in and out the game, but with everybody being hurt, he had more playing time too. And I would say he probably was their second leading scorer with since Luca and Austin Reeves been hurt, right? So you know, shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because shout out to Coach K. He's really been stepping up, and without him, they definitely probably wouldn't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? So back to Houston, though, right? So I'm looking at Houston like, okay, you know, Van Vliet and Adams pretty much been out all season. So I'm like, they not really gonna be a factor if if Houston made it this far to the playoffs without them, they can easily get past the Lakers. Easily get past the Lakers with a 41-year-old LeBron James. You know, is is their go-to man at this point. But when I tell you everybody stepped up on that Lakers team and just rolled over fucking Houston, you know what I'm saying? Rolled over Houston. I'm highly disappointed in Houston. You know what I mean? I will not be checking for y'all next year. You let me down. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? KD, I love you. Whatever. You put your time in through history. You know what I'm saying? Your name is on the wall now, but nigga retire. Because every time you goddamn it, every time I look around, your ass is hurt. You know what I mean? You like MB. Just sit down now. You just sit down now. I'm highly disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Good God. But the Lakers beat Houston. Lakers beat Houston, and the Lakers have advanced. You know what I'm saying? They advanced, and they going to the second round of the playoff, right? Straight up. So moving on, we're gonna talk about Detroit and the Orlando Magic, right? Detroit and the Orlando Magic. Now we all know we've been talking about this that Detroit has been the number one ranking team in the East Coast Conference all year with Cade Cunningham. Cunningham being a leading scorer for the Detroit Pistons. You know what I mean? He been leading it off. And they got Durant down there, and he's also been helping the team a lot. So, like I said, man, they facing the Orlando Magic. And when I think of Orlando Magics, I think of Penny Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal, shit, even Tracy McGrady, right? They done had some great teams. They got a nice history on. They done had some great teams, but this is the new Orlando Magic. You know what I mean? With the star, I don't want to butcher this guy's name. Banchero. Let's just say Banchero, because I can butcher that nigga name in a minute. Banchero. You know, he been balling. So he's the face of the Orlando Magic at this point. You know what I'm saying? Which he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he's an all around good scorer. You know what I'm saying? And, just inexperience, right? Just inexperience. And the reason I say that because Detroit, they damn near had Detroit beat, right? If they would have won one more game, they would have put Detroit out of the playoffs. And they fuck around and let Detroit win, right? So now it's going to a game seven. Now it's going to a game seven. So that's all I can say about that is Detroit, you know, maybe I'm just underestimating y'all because I look at y'all team and I'm like, who do y'all really got? Like, why is y'all winning? You know what I'm saying? Okay, Cade Cunningham, I can understand that, but you got that Thompson brother. He's mediocre. If we want to be honest, he ain't putting up no crazy numbers like that. You got Duncan Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he got a 3-pointer, but other than that, what are you doing? Maybe a little defense. You know what I'm saying? But the Durant guy, I take my hats off of him because he was one of them guys that I paid no attention to until he made me pay attention. Right? He made me pay attention, and he made me realize that oh shit, he right where he supposed to be at, a starting center and he's dominant. You know what I mean? He's dominant. Ah, and he's doing his thing right. So shout out to Durant. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Pistons, y'all just keep doing y'all things. I'm a guy that roots for the underdog. So in this situation, the Orlando Magic will actually be the underdogs, right? And of course, I want to see Orlando win. They got Anthony Black, they got Banchero over there, they got Bane. They come from Memphis, uh, who's really stepped up his game and showed what all he can do. At first he was just a spot up 3-point shooter, and now he's like more controlling the ball, driving the ball more, and really doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think he found his role right, right over there at Orlando, right? Like so, he got a lot of potential to be more than just somebody who played behind Morant. You know what I'm saying? Now he can make his own name with Orlando. You know what I'm saying? But Orlando fucked up. Orlando fucked up, and they fucked around and let Detroit come back, man. So you know what I'm saying? I hate to see that, but they going to a game 7, so that's gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? To fuck around and find out who wins in that series, you know what I'm saying? And make it to round 2. All right, cool. So now we got who we got? We got 76ers and Boston. Right? This is a real good series, y'all. Real good series. 76ers and Boston. Now, let's start off with Boston. Boston kind of had a rough mid season, you know what I'm saying? They was looking a little down, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that Jalen Brown held them down, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Brown held them down, and without Tatum, they they still doing their thing just with Jalen Brown picking up the slack, you know what I'm saying? But now Tatum's back, it's Tatum team again, and they going against a real good 76 team, right? A real good 76 team. And like I said, you heard me talk about Joel Embiid earlier, with him being injury prone. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? He looked not the same. Let's just say. You know what I mean? I think his better days is behind. And yeah, man, the 76 team, they not the most talented team in the NBA, but they got the dog in them. You know what I mean? And like they say, they got the dog in them. You know what I'm saying? So, they got Drummond down there outside of Embiid. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, you know what I mean? Drummond, he holding his own. You know what I'm saying? He holding his own. He's scoring when he can. He's definitely rebounding, and he's playing defense. You know what I'm saying? And Boston, Pritchard went off in a game the other day and just embarrassed the whole fucking 76 team, right? Embarrassed the whole 76 team. So I told you about him early in the season. He's a high impact guard. He's coming off the bench, and he looking real good. But let me stop there. Pritchard reminded me of something. Reed Shepard, next season, if you don't get your decision making down pat, you know, get that fear out your heart, because that last game that you played that y'all lost to the Lakers, they kept depending. They was dependent on you. They kept trying to come off that high screen pick and roll like you was gonna do something with it, and you didn't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I mean? I had more hope in you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're a good 3-point shooter, but you got to work on your game. And I don't think it's just your game. It's just more of a confidence thing, because you can probably do whatever you want to do. You just gotta trust in yourself that you can do it, right? But enough of Reed Shepard, you know what I mean? I'm disappointed in all of y'all. All of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Pritchard, like I said, high impact guard coming off the bench, you know what I'm saying? And he embarrassed the 76 the other day. But then the 76ers come back and Maxie have an amazing game, right? Maxie have an amazing game and the 76ers win. It was a real good game. But I know y'all seen the game with Toronto, here's Cleveland, right? James Harden and Mitchell had a great game. You know what I mean? Mitchell scored most of his points in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like he had about 22 or something like that, and he scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. So like he really turned up in the fourth quarter when they needed him. Harden, Harden did what Harden do. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't enough to get past Toronto. Man. It wasn't enough to get past Toronto. So it went down to the wire. It was a good game. It went all the way down to the wire, and then the boy Barry, right, R.J. Barry, he ended up getting a last second buzzer beater 3 point, right, last second buzzer beat 3 point, and the shot was so crazy because it goes and hit the rim, bounce like it's about to hit the damn back of the backboard, right? But it doesn't. It goes straight back down through the hoops, right, to win the game, right? So that was crazy. And all these games I'm speaking of is game sixes, right? So Toronto, Cleveland going to a game 7, right? So that's another one that's gonna be pretty good. And like I said, the 76ers end up beating Boston, right? 76ers end up beating Boston. So the 76ers gonna be facing the Knicks in a round 2, right? Definitely gonna be good, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I definitely didn't think that the 76ers was gonna beat Boston, but they played their hearts out. If you would have asked me, I would have said, ain't no team in the East probably gonna beat Boston, right? When it comes down to it. But Boston just ain't the Boston that they used to be, just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got Tatum, yeah, they got Jalen, uh, Jalen Brown, but it just wasn't enough. Now I gotta say something. Jalen Brown was doing this thing all season, right? That a lot of NBA players do. Well, they drive the ball and then they get a defender a little elbow to the midsection, right? To get a little space. And they've been working all season, but in these last couple games they've been calling them on, right? Really in the last game, they was calling it on a lot where he couldn't get off, he couldn't do what he wanted to do, right? So yeah, the 76ers going to be facing the New York Knicks, which is going to be a real good game, right? It's going to be a real good game. I expect that guard Anthony Towns going to be a dog again, right? Just like he was in that Atlanta series, the first round series with Atlanta. And that's something else I didn't talk about. Like Atlanta played good, right? Atlanta played good against New York, but I think it was just they didn't have enough experience. Like they kind of got a new team this year. They did some trade mid-season, but they got Jonathan Kaminga. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Porzingis, which I don't know if it was the smartest thing to do, but they got a Kaminga. They still got Kaminga, and the boy Jay, I think it's Jalen Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He did all he could do, and then the boy Alexander, he played good, right? But at the end of the day, it seemed like the team just they end up losing, right? But that's one I can say. Okay, I see New York beat, right? I see New York beat, right? Straight up. Now over there, another team over there in the West Coast, I know that the Nuggets end up losing to the Timberwolves, right? The Nuggets end up losing to the Timberwolves, and they advancing also. So this round one series has really been good all around. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all these teams that I talked about, and salute to the teams that's advancing to round two, right? Straight up. Shout out to them, salute to them. And like I said, tomorrow we still got some game sevens going on, right? We still got some game seven going on. So I look forward to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's what's going on in the NBA. Ooh, oh, that hit different right there. Hit different. Hit different. Jeez. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh, give me a second, y'all. Damn. Second. That hit different. Dog. All right. Bet. All right, we're gonna move on, right? We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about Megan the Stiggity Stallion and your boy Clay Thompson, right? What? They said Megan a hoe. What? Get out of here, man. So what y'all think about what's going on with Megan the Stallion and Clay Thompson, right? So they said so this was going on, right? Megan the Stallion put out a post, social media, whatever, whatever, saying that Clay Thompson cheated on her, right? Said Clay Thompson cheated on her. And she did it in a way like she trying to expose him, put his business out, make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Clay Thompson, he been known for being a playboy, right? He been known for having the hoes knocking him down. You know what I mean? He's not been known for fucking with ghetto girls, right? He like snow bunny and mix girls with little foreign mommies type shit. You know what I'm saying? But some kind of way this fool he done got mixed up with Megan Thee Stallion, right? So she put the business out there like she gonna make the boy look bad, right? She put the business like she gonna make him look bad, but the shit kind of backfired, right? Everything backfired on her, bro. You know what I mean? People did. I don't think she got the response that she was looking for. You know, I asked some people. I asked a person like, "Why do you think she put that out there like that?" And she was like, "Well, she want to be the first one, like to put it out there, like she dumped him. People don't ask and shit like that." And I said, "Okay, I can see that. Celebrity type, young bitch type shit." But at the end of the day, like, who gives a damn? Like at this point, like I feel like Megan Thee Stallion image kind of went down here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that type big old freak, big old freak. You know what I mean? And she ain't giving them type vibes. She giving the type vibes that you're the type of bitch that I don't really fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Your name hot in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And you got bodies on bodies on bodies. Cameron talked about it on his podcast. You know what I mean? Mace, put his 2 cents in on it. They was real respectable about it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna play Devin Av, right? Because in this society, it's a double standard, right? With men and females. They say that men are allowed to do things that women are looked down on for them, right? A man will do it and everything's okay, but if a woman do it, she's the scum of the earth, right? Well, I agree. It is a double standard. I ain't saying it's right. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, a woman can choose to do whatever she want to do with her body, right? She can do whatever she want to do with her life, but don't, you know, like so. It's like that's the repercussions of that for a woman. You know what I'm saying? So don't be trying to be held on no pedestal or thinking somebody gonna wipe you up when it ain't bad in these streets, man. It ain't bad, After the whole Tory situation, you know what I'm saying? You didn't put that boy in jail, you know what I mean? And something just didn't seem right about that. I was one of them people who did never believe it, who was always kind of fishy of it, like, damn, bitch, was it you? Was it your bodyguard? Was it your friend? Hold up, he was fucking both of y'all. Hold up, he was trying to fuck a Kardashian bitch too, and you got mad. Whoop whoop. I can see her big ass trying to put her hands on this nigga. Shooter, I don't think no nigga gonna do that, especially call yourself a real nigga. Because you will never get over that. Everybody look down on you. You know what I mean? For putting yourself in that situation, it's just like putting your hands on a woman. You know what I mean? So actually shooting a woman, you know, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I actually think there's some bullshit behind that. And, like she was an emerging star, and if she would have got a bad rep for that, whatever record company and business behind her endorsements and shit like that, they probably would have lost a lot of money, right? If that didn't go her way, they would have lost a lot of money. So I feel like they'll use the powers that be, their strings, their connections, and put the shit on tour. Put it on tour and let that be that. She can move on, make a lot of money, become a star, which she did, but at the same time, her whole image and shit still went down. Like uh, a lot of people probably feel the same way that I feel. Like you just, I know it's a hot girl or something. Just your energy make me don't trust you. I don't want to hear that shit. Whatever you talking about, shut up. Go that away. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking with you. You one of them bitches I can't trust, man. So back to the Clay Thompson shit, right? Like I don't know. Like I feel like the man got the right to move on. You know what I mean? Does she deserve to be cheated on and shit like that? And not be married just because of her past? I just think that depends on the individual and like what kind of relationship, understanding they got with each other. Put it like this. So it was a video of Clay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion. They was out at some kind of award show, right? It was out at some kind of show. You got to look at this shit. And I just ran across it. Clay sitting back, and he chilling and shit. And I don't know what they was talking about, but Megan Thee Stallion started going crazy, right? On some real ghetto type shit, right? She went on some real ghetto type shit. If you can see Clay Thompson's face, he looking at it like he had a face stone, just ice grill, right? Like, oh, I can't stand this ghetto bitch. She embarrassing the fuck out of me, right? I can't stand this ghetto bitch. What the fuck I done got myself into? You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, I'm just like, this shit, this might be some old publicity shit. You got your random Ingram and Glow. Uh, it's just a lot of celebrity shit. People follow the leader. They do a lot of shit for publicity. Like, so I don't think none of this shit be on no real love type shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, we saying it's probably been a week, two after this shit been happening. She already back outside. You know what I'm saying? She already back outside. She was spotted at a game with another nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, in it real nigga, I'm like, child, but I'm happy, ho. Take your ass good. You know what I'm saying? But she already back outside. She doing the things. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show, man. Like none of this shit real. She didn't really wasn't hurt or give a fuck. Maybe she thought she probably upset and she thought she was gonna get a bag and actually be somebody's wife and put up and shit like that. But this just goes to show that you're not the type of person that somebody don't do that. You know what I mean? Because if I'm anybody who mess with her, I'm just like, well, I knew this. You know what I'm saying? That this is exactly why yeah, I know you ain't shit because this type of person you is. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, they at the end of the day they are rich. You know what I'm saying? It's rich people problems. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So who really is? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what's been going on. You know what I mean? I ain't been hollering at y'all for a while. I've been busy. You know what I'm saying? Life been life. I've been doing what I do, make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? And that's that on that. You know what I mean? So thanks for coming in, fucking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, having a drink with your boy. As you can tell, I'm tipsy, tipsy. You know what I mean? It's been a long week. I've been ripping and running. And I'm about to shut it down, you know what I mean? Settle down, do me. You know what I mean? So, this has been another episode of All Access Culture with your boy Tussy. I'm out.